It's alright, it's all good, it's all good. So personal section. How do we stay on top of our time management as entrepreneurs? I'll start off with this one. So, I just make sure that I have like a list of everything that I want to achieve, both short term and long term, right? I kind of list them out, and then I sort of prioritize which ones would give me the most
for the day, week, or what?
Let me finish.
Oh, sorry.
Let me finish. So I have both short term and long term. So long term goals are like my business goals, my career goals, whatnot, and then short term is like maybe for the month, for the week, whatever, right? So basically, I prioritize what stuff I want to achieve first and what is going to give me the most fulfillment, right? So have you guys heard of the 80-20 rule?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, where they say 20% of your actions should give you 80% of your results, whatever. So that's basically what I base it off by. So right now, my long-term priorities is, getting my e-commerce consulting business off the ground, being a good father for my daughter, and developing myself personally in terms of my knowledge and mindset, right? And then I now base my short-term goals or my short-term tasks based on the priority, I don't know if that's a word, order of my long-term tasks, basically. And that's how I stay on top of my time management, really. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
This guy just works 24 hours a day and doesn't sleep.
I don't know what time is. I don't manage time. I manage priorities. I just say, okay, what do I need to do now? Like even yesterday, that was the day. I said, okay, what are the income generating tasks I got to do today? Because when you try and multitask, even the multitasking is like, we're in a generation of multitasking, Generation Y can just do like 5 things because you can be on the phone and probably make food at the same time, and let it swipe and like.
Do you know what? I'm Generation X.
You are X.
I was looking up and millennials doesn't make sense.
And I was going to go back to the education thing because obviously we went to university, but you didn't. And I know we're going back now. But was that an option for you, or you just didn't even think about it? I
didn't care about university.
At that time, education wasn't like pumped into your throat. I think for me, education was pumped into my throat. Like you had to go to uni, and if you didn't go to uni, what are you gonna?
But then I didn't really have parents. Like my mum and obviously I didn't live with my mum, so. But then my mum was a bit more free. Like she never went to uni either. But I mean, I don't really care about uni. Like I don't think education. You don't learn education at school.
Even in college, they push you, because I remember that's how I got into uni. Is that college was saying,
because I did a catering course.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, I wanted to go into business, do business studies, but then they were like, no, you're a chef, whatever. I was like, fuck you then. So education for me let me down a lot. Like, I hated education. Education for me, I never really learned anything in school. I never really learned anything in college. I learned it all outside school.
Yeah,
well, I'll say anything.
I learned it through practical experience.
Yeah.
I went and got a job at a bakery, working night. I used to start off a Saturday boy, and then I started doing like a Wednesday. But yeah, I didn't really. That's where I learned like pound and ounces. Everything was weighed out in pounds and ounces. And that's it. And that's where I learned the conversion rates as well.
Oh wow!
From pounds to ounces to grams and kilos.
I learned that in a different way, but the concept. I remember I watched a video the other day. The concept of time management is like it's just a what's the right word? Misleading concept.
Yeah,
you can never manage time. You just got to do
manage priorities.
Yeah, you just do whatever's important in the day, and you just work around that. And if you're trying to say you're going to do that's what I try to do. I want to do all of this today. That ain't gonna happen because you're gonna find yourself making lists that are gonna keep bouncing from day to day, week to week, and then you end up achieving less.
The issues you get as well.
Too much.
The issues you also get is you get these unexpected things come up during the day.
Absolutely.
That you can't. Like let's say like me, I felt ill.
Yeah.
Like obviously I got a kid, right? So with me, I have to like take into account what Kelly and Mia are doing during the day. So obviously, they're going. Mia's got a hospital appointment, a doctor's appointment. I have to go to that as well. So the issue is obviously I have to sort of go around their routine. So I know their sleeping pattern, right? Because obviously I know when they're going to wake up and when they're going to sleep. So in the morning, I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I smash out a load of work because I know they wake up about 8, 7.
Okay, yeah.
So I do my work for business and them hours. I did try and do. They used to get up at 11. I started getting up at 7, and so I started doing that, and then I get up at 7, and then they started getting up at 8:30. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
You guys are meant to get up at 11. I'm meant to have 4 hours of work here where I could do my own shit, and now you're getting up at 8 and 7. What the fuck's going on here? You know, it wasn't even because Kelly was getting up, it's because Mia was getting up. And then obviously...
She cried, didn't it? And woke her up.
Yeah. Well, she moves around as well. She's really, like, wriggles.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. She kicks me, Kelly in the tummy and everything, and hits her in the face.
Yeah,
That's just baby, isn't it?
okay, yeah. So another thing I actually want to touch up on about time management is, you know, like me personally, like when I was first starting out, you know, my entrepreneurial stuff.
I think 12-week year is the best thing ever as well.
It's amazing, man. He showed me about that.
12-week year.
12-week year.
I still need to read that.
I think we need to start. I
but,
think we need to start
listen
implementing
to
it
that
with you.
book, man.
Yeah. I
Because I'm like week 7 and I've achieved like. But to be honest, I had that concept years ago of like knowing what the concept was. You know, and it is into that. It's about just really managing your time to the day rather than.
What's your goal? Like how
about,
Anton does it. I mean, I think what all 3 of us do. I think that's what each of us need to be doing. Like obviously, you work all day long. Like you don't even sleep. I won't sleep.
but yeah, but
I mean, it's all about having priorities. I don't manage my time. I manage my priorities. What's the top of my priorities? What's the thing that's going to make me the most money?
But there's an element of focus because there is times like where obviously
I'm
for
more
me,
focused than
I'm
that,
doing more different things. So what I do, I allocate 8 hours on one thing and I don't do anything else. And I'm still trying to not master it. I'm still trying to manage it. Where like I don't stray off and just say I'm gonna do JBT and then go to music and then I can't do that. I need to say 8 hours on one thing and just do that solidly for 8 hours and then 8 hours or something because there's an element of focus. And once you lose focus, you get distracted.
They say it takes about 20 minutes to get into something.
Yeah.
And then once you're in it, you can be on it for like hours. But once as soon as you get distracted, it takes another 20 minutes to get back into it.
Yeah.
But I think time management is down to a personal level as well. Like there's not you can't sit there and go one thing's for one person. I can't sit there and spend hours on one thing. I get bored.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's why I go to Silent Park all the time. Like, I just get fucking bored.
Take breaks and stuff.
I take breaks. I get bored.
Yeah.
My attention span is like when I was at school. My attention span used to be like 3 minutes.
Wow.
Like not even 3 minutes. Like a minute. I'd sit there, listen, and then go, "Fuck you, I'm bored."
How long can you focus on one thing?
I mean, if it's something that's really high priority of mine, and I really want to get it done.
Yeah. If I need to get it done, if I know I need to get this thing done, I get it done.
But one thing I do want to mention about time management is you have to make sure that you have a good work life enjoyment balance because it's true though. Well, I know you're a robot. You just work 24/7.
When people say, when you lot say that, I don't even look at it like
I don't look at life as balance.
I look at it as like right now I'm trying to work towards something and I have the luxury of like having my own place and no child. So in my head, I feel like I'll do myself a disservice not working as hard as I should. Do you understand? I got nothing not holding me back, but I've got nothing, no constraints. You know that I have to like divide my time nowhere.
You don't have the doctor's appointment.
I don't have to divide my time anywhere. You know.
I get that, but
so I feel like I'm doing myself a disservice by not working on the level with the tennis.
So obviously, when I'm working,
let me finish my point. So I do understand that, but me personally, I feel like. Okay, I need times to recharge myself, like mentally.
Yeah.
So if you're a person and you like to watch your TV shows and you like to play video games, it's okay to take out an hour or so a day just to calm yourself down and just like recollect your thoughts and recharge. I mean, as long as you've done everything that you've had to do.
How's the
chi
in your house?
How's what?
The chi, the energy. Chinese energy, chi.
Oh, chi. I'll say it's pretty good. Because it's me and my mum and my sister mostly in the house, and we're all.
What about how the room's laid out? Do you know chi? This is something I'm testing out in my house.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I'm testing it out because obviously, like last week, like it was quite a shitty week really. Like it was all like low energy. Like I didn't really have energy, and then but then there's like a shit ton of stuff in the hallway. And now with chi, they say don't leave anything in the hallway. Like keep the hallway clear.
Yeah.
Because that's for
Just walking.
One and two, it's about your opportunities. So they're talking about opportunities. The toilet is about like it's where you lose all your chi because obviously I don't know what it's just yeah. So you keep your door shut, the toilet door shut always, and the toilet lid down.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just something I'm testing out. Like, you're meant to keep like doorways clear. And things like that. And I'm just like testing it out a little bit, you know. Obviously, HSBC, all their offices are based on chi. All of their offices, and like China, they have like in like massive tall buildings where it's up against a mountain. They have holes in the like windows, but they're not windows. They're just holes for like the dragon to pass through, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
So it's something I'm like playing around with a little bit.
Interesting. I mean, that makes sense though, because I do know like the state of your room affects the state of your mind. So, if you have a tidy room, you're able to think clearer.
And when we was looking at when you was looking at the rooms in Mayfair, the 8-bedroom house and that, all the rooms were laid out in certain ways. Like it wasn't like there were like seats here and seats there, and it was all laid out